Hello and welcome to how to do the letter W without moving your lips as a ventriloquist. How to do the what? The letter W without moving your lips. Without moving your lips. My name is Trish Dunn and this is my assistant for the day. My name is Precious. This is Precious. She is a hard figure. I'm a canTal figure. Nice to meet you. Precious is going to be helping me today. If you've watched any of our other videos, we have some non-labials and we have how to do the labials, which are, of course, the letter D, F, N, T, V, W, and some people say the letter Y. The letter Y. This is our W video. And we are going to start this with a little bit of a disclaimer. If you've watched the rest of our videos, you know that I am completely self-taught ventriloquially, which is why she sucks. Okay, I don't suck, but I am completely self-taught. At the time that I learned ventriloquism, I wasn't even aware that ventriloquism was a thing. But I mean, I did, but then I didn't know that there were books. I didn't know there were training things of that sort. When I eventually did, I'd already developed my own techniques. Found it very hard to follow what the other recommendations were. So I have an opinion about learning ventriloquism. If you have your own techniques, that's good. Just look at the other advice, incorporate it. It might make some things easier. If you are learning ventriloquism for the first time, I recommend that you look at several different sources, work through the things and see what works best for you. One of the things with the letter W that I saw after I had already had my own technique is to, and it is, of course, true as you're going the whoo, whoo. When I do that, my voice kind of goes high, which doesn't make much sense. No, it doesn't, because it doesn't make any sense at all. Because I actually have figures that have quite raspy and deep voices. Which way did Walter Williams go? Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing, Clem? Where is Clem? That's my brother. Clem is Precious's brother. Well, let's go over my technique and then we'll put this all together. First, let's start by saying some W words while moving our lips. Which way did Walter Williams walk? Wacky Woodrow went west. What we're doing is we're doing like that to make the W sound, the W. My mouth isn't doing that. No, your mouth isn't. Funny that. Yeah, I don't understand. So what the mouth closes in and makes that W sound. Now, if you made it to the letter W, you already know that what our lips do when you're doing it ventriloquially is what your tongue is going to do. So you'd kind of think that maybe the tongue is going, well, in my mouth, the tongue is not. When I do it, I'm studying what my tongue is doing. Which way does Walter? Your lips are moving. Let me do it in your voice if you don't mind. Which way does Walter Williams? Which way did Walter Williams walk? Wacky Woodrow went west. When I do that, which way? My tongue, when I'm doing the W and the air pushes forward, I'm going which. Your lips quiver. I'm doing it in my which. Hey, that's my voice. Don't steal my voice. Which way? When I do that, my tongue is. That looks weird, Trish. That looks really weird. My tongue is just in my mouth. When I do the W, which way did Walter Williams walk? When I'm doing the W, I'm feeling my tongue, which is just neutral in my mouth behind my teeth. When I do the which, my tongue is actually pulls back ever so slightly and then it juts forward. I think that's what's making me emulate that W sound as close as I can get it. Which way did Walter Williams walk? Do it in another voice, Trish. Do it in like the old lady voice. Okay, have a character, Agnes. Which way did Walter Williams walk? It's the same thing. I'm feeling my tongue pull back ever so slightly and go forward to make that W sound. Now, practice it, play with it. I recommend that you start out by putting some words, some W words, put some W words on some index cards, and then practice it without moving your lips until you're comfortable. I know I hear this all the time. You do not hear that all the time. Put some words on an index card. I just said that begin with the letter W. Go over it till you feel really good. Then start with some phrases because, of course, phrases are a bit more difficult than words. But if you're going to be a ventriloquist, you're going to be using whole sentences and phrases. Okay, so our favorite phrases are, which way did Walter Williams walk? And Wacky Woodrow went west. I like Wacky Woodrow went west, and which way does Walter Williams walk? Yeah, and then do the one with these. Okay, with which way did Walter Williams walk to get a bottle of beer to have with his peanut butter and jelly sandwich? And that one we added some P's and B's. This is different because with your P's and your B's, if you remember, we use the tongue on the top of the mouth or on the back of the teeth. In this particular case, you're just using it to manipulate the air that you're pushing forward. You are pushing forward a lot of air to get this W sound. After you do this and then you start on your phrases, what you want to do is you want to record yourself either with your phone or on your computer. Do not watch yourself when you're doing it because you need to see what your face is actually doing without altering it by watching yourself. Okay. Then you're going to do that. You're going to record yourself. Okay. Then you're going to play it back. But first, you're still going to have it minimized, but you're going to listen to it. Can you understand what you're saying? Is your enunciation and your diction correct? Do you enunciate correctly? Can you understand the words and phrases that you're saying? After you're comfortable with that, watch yourself. Watch your mouth control. Is there a little quiver? Probably, maybe. Or are you completely stone-faced? Some people can be very good, and they do it like this. What voice was that? When you do it like this, there is absolutely no quiver, but I think that's an unnatural way. We'll cover this in another video. But just look at your mouth. Are you comfortable with the movement? Is there no movement? Have you aced it? Once you try these techniques, you'll know you got to keep practicing. I'd love to hear if this helps you. I'd love to hear your technique. We can all learn more. Give us a subscribe and a like, and please give me some feedback. I hope this helps. My name is Trish Dunn, and this, again, is my assistant, Precious. Bye. See you when we do the letter Y. No, actually, it's probably, what?